and it's not raining. Finally, a beautiful sunny day for thrifting. And with everything that's going on in the world right now and the craziness, I think this is a perfect day to go thrifting. We're at the United Church of Christ thrift shop in Abington, Mass. And I have my thrifting sisters with me, as I have dubbed our little ladies group. It's a gorgeous Saturday, so let's get to it. Today I'm very excited because my sister-in-law Terry just found my holy grail. These are the ball pitchers that I collect. I'm so excited. I hadn't been in this room yet and she saw it and she said, "Did you see the cream pitcher in the other room?" And I'm like, "No, please show me." I'm really excited, and it's got the USA on the bottom and it is a very reasonable price. It's 20 bucks. Perfect. I'm really happy. You have no idea how long it has taken me to put this video together. I'm not even kidding. It's like just the forces of nature were conspiring against me and it just took forever. Right after we went out on this wonderful day of thrifting sisters, I got sick. And I mean sick. I was just down for the count for an entire week. Missed an entire week of work. Couldn't babysit my granddaughter Maddie. It was just, and it just took me till now. I'm a month out from when I shot all this. So whatever, here I am. We had such a fabulous day thrifting, and we found such great stuff. We explored 3 thrifts. I had been to one of them, the third one, which was Gold Star in Whitman. Oh my God, if you can go there and plan to spend many hours there. It's just a phenomenal place to thrift, to antique. They're adding a new clothing section. I have not been there since they added it, but I believe it should be open by now. And I really want to get in there and see the thrifted clothing. So, but let's back up. Okay, because I have a lot of things that I want to talk about. the first thrift of the day, which was the United Church of Christ in Abington. I had never been to, and it's kind of one of those meandering basement level church thrifts, and it's fabulous. I have already been back there again, and they always have new stuff. They have a tremendous staff, super friendly, super cooperative. I left my prescription sunglasses there. I went in the bathroom to try something on, left them on the sink. And not only did they find them, it did take them a while to find them, but when they did find them, one of the ladies personally brought them to my house. Just what a great group of people. So highly recommend. All right. So our big thrift finds of the day, I just want to touch on this. The big scores of the day. Terry got a snowman grandkids frame, really cute, 3 books, and an awesome leopard top. And Claire got 2 books and a teacup, and had gifted one of the books before she could even get a picture of it to send me. Sarah got 2 beautiful glass platters, a mug, a book, and 3 nice shirts. Joan for the win. Joan for the win on this day. All right. She got some books. She got 4 really gorgeous sweaters. And when I tell you my sister-in-law Joan looks fantastic in like it's like a cobalt blue color, like that's her color. And I think 2 of these sweaters were in that color. So awesome for her. She got a baseball book and a Boston Red Sox really big framed picture. I mean, it's huge. It's huge. So you can't even see it's so big you can't even see my hands. That's how big this picture was. And she got this as a birthday gift for her husband, whose birthday was that next day after we were thrifting. And he is a baseball fanatic. And Eric, I hope you loved what she got you, because I know it was just a phenomenal score. So Joan, you got it for the win. So the stuff that I got during our day of thrifting, stop number 1, you saw the reddish brown shirt that I held up in the video. I got that. It's really, really cute. And another shirt. I got Mega Blocks for my granddaughter Maddie. I got sneakers for my granddaughter Maddie. Can you see who I'm looking for here? And the wine signs. Those were both at stop number 2, the sneakers and the wine signs, because I have like a little pantry area bar, and I hang signs all over the pantry, and they fit perfectly. The stop number 3, I got the eat sign, which I saw just about as soon as I walked in, and there was no price on it. I had to go find the guy and say, how much is this? And I think it was $8 or $7 or whatever, and totally worth it. It's sitting on top of my fridge right now. I got the jar of buttons at stop number 3, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute. And I got the pitcher. Okay, let me talk to you about the pitcher. Right? I collect these ball pitchers. And it all began with one that my mother had. I'm going to take these off because I'm getting this reflection and it's making me crazy in my glasses. So my mother had this ball pitcher. If you don't know what a ball pitcher is, well, you saw it in the video. You know what it is. My mother had one which is a maroon color that I inherited after she passed away. And I really love it. And of course, it makes me think of her when I look at it. And I forget where I was, and I saw another one. So I'm like, oh, this would match the one my mom has. I'm going to buy this. So I bought that. A collection was born. All right. So now I have 16 of these ball pitchers, as you can see in the video. My husband has had to put up a 3rd shelf for me in our kitchen to accommodate my collection. So I really love them. I look for them everywhere I go. Everywhere I go. And I've seen these things range in price from literally $5, which I found at a thrift in Hanover many years ago. It was mismarked, in their defense. I don't know who put $5 on it, but they had to give it to me for $5. But anyways, I've seen the range of price from $5 all the way up to $40. That's like my limit. I'm not going to pay more than $40 for these things. I love them. Yeah, but I will barter with somebody and see if I can get them down in the price, because $40 is too much. It's too much. I would say the median price that I have paid for these pictures is around $25. So, and I got the one the other day at Gold Star Antiques for $20, which is a super reasonable price. And as you can see, I was very excited. So that was my 16th. And my husband's like, I can't put up any more shelves, Ann. So I don't know if I find more. We'll see. But the story behind these, they're made by various makers. As you can see, the one that I just purchased was USA. It's also known by the name of Roseville pottery. Were made probably, I think, between the 30s and the 60s, and just all various makers. I have some by Hall. That's another name. I have some by Harlequin, and I have the USA's. And then I have a couple odd ones that are made by Pottery Guild. That's the one I found for $5 at a thrift. But they're all ball pitchers, which were basically like a lemonade pitcher back in the day. The Harlequin pitchers, I found out, I bought an orange one and loved it. And I flipped it over, and on the bottom was a W when there were two W's, right? And I'm like, I knew it was a Harlequin pitcher because they're very distinctive. They have like lines around the bottom, which are different from the rest. And I flipped it over. I'm like, W, what's the W? So I did a little Googling and found out they were made for Woolworth. Remember Woolworths? You kids won't remember Woolworths, but I'm an old timer, and people of my age will remember Woolworth. And so that is a story that the Harlequin pictures are specific to Woolworth. But the other Harlequin pictures I have aren't marked with the W's, so I don't know, weird. But I love them, and in my kitchen they will stay. And if you ever come to visit me, you can see them yourself. Okay, so I had to put my glasses back on, and the reflection from my windows, it'll just have to drive us all crazy. I don't care. All right, I want to talk about the buttons. Here they are. Yeah, they're still sitting on my desk. You can see I've gotten far with these, but like I said, I had a rough month. All right, so we'll put the buttons back. I like old buttons, and I thought that it was really cool that the way they had them displayed. It's a really cool antique jar. I think it has bushings in it. It had bushings in it. So you got the antique jar too. Not that I really want that, but I digress. The buttons. Now I don't collect buttons. I think they're cool for crafting. I have an idea that I want to use these buttons for. It's kind of like a hanging thing with driftwood, and I'll work on it this summer, I promise. And but so there were definitely some colorful and unique buttons in there. Was it worth $15? Yeah, I paid $15. I'm thinking $10 would be more in line, like with what I would have wanted to spend. But you know, it's like buying a grab bag of candy. You don't really know what's in there, but you're probably gonna like it, right? Okay, so that's the thing with the buttons. So I got the buttons. So the button that I saw in this jar that attracted me to it was this, okay? It's kind of a cool old, you know, mother of pearlish kind of button. So I saw that, I'm like, oh, it's really pretty. There's some other colorful ones in there, as you can see from the little video I took. But the other one I found is this, okay? Pretty nondescript. Didn't think about it. When you button your overcoat, remember your car. And on the flip side, it says Alamite lubrication oil, okay? So it was this button is from 1937. I Googled some more. Like I said, I don't collect buttons. I have no reason to collect buttons, but so it was an advertising button from Alamite lubrication oil. And apparently it's a play on the lyrics from a 1930s song called Button Up Your Overcoat. It is from 1929, and it was originally sung by Ruth Etting, who was a Ziegfeld Follies girl. And I'm like, well, I've never heard a song from 1929. But when I listen to it, I'm like, yeah, I've heard that song before. And I'm not going to drop it in here because then I'll get hit for copyright infringements. But the refrain of the song is, take good care of yourself, you belong to me. I know, I'm not the greatest singer, but here I am. But she talks about take good care of yourself, button up your overcoat, watch out crossing the street because you belong to me. You need to take good care of yourself. You belong to me, right? So that was the play on this. Button up your overcoat and take care of your car. I don't know. Surprise find of the button jar. So I thought that was very cool, and that's your little piece of history behind this crazy button. So as usual, I have forgotten to introduce myself. My name is Anne. I love to thrift, and sometimes I go by myself. Sometimes I bring my thrifting sisters, and you just never know where I'm going to end up. So I thank you all for watching my videos. If you could take a moment to like, subscribe, and share, I would really appreciate it. It just gives my heart a little thrill when I go in and see how many people have watched. And I hope you'll continue to watch, and I'm going to continue to make more videos. One thing I forgot to mention. So we all ended up with books because the very clever lady at the All Saints Parish Thrift Shop gave everybody a free book if you bought something. And I'm like, this woman should be in marketing. She's brilliant. So we all ended up with books. I will catch you next time. And until then, happy thrifting.